channel with Prime Gaming. Put a one in the chat if Dream Dragon's a Prime gamer. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Purple Rose, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Today is not the day to come over, bro. I'm way too busy. I'm sorry, man. Tomorrow is my birthday. I might have people over. If not, Thursday. Okay? But I promise you can come over either tomorrow or Thursday. But today's not the day, homie. I promise. I'm sorry. Just trust me on this one, though. I've been literally busy out my ass the whole day. We do have new videos out on the channels. And if you don't know what I mean by channels, I do have 2 channels on YouTube. Colonies, the main channel, obviously, and Colonies Daily, my second channel, which is not daily. But the reason it is called Colonies Daily is because... Oops. There we go. Is because one day it will be daily. It's kind of a goal, you know? It's an affirmation. But yeah, we have this offline rage, this Yeet Smash video we watched the other day on stream. I think that was on Friday. I actually think this is my favorite reaction video I've done yet. Shout out to Yeet Smash for that. And then also on the Colonies Daily channel, we got a best of 5 with the one, the only Epic Gabriel, who did mention on Twitter that he was not even trying. And that he wants a run back. So we might be doing a run back with Gabe today too. If not, we'll do that either tomorrow or Thursday as well. One more announcement too, real quick. This one I'm pretty excited about. Thursday, we are going to be doing a stream with Trihex. As in his... Hold on, I'll literally read you what he said to me. Listen to how hype Trihex is. You gotta love this right here. You gotta love this. He said, okay, I'll be on either 1 p.m. or 5 p.m. and I can stay up late if that's the latter. Vibing with you is like a year plus overdue and a priority of mine. I love Young Link and would love to enjoy the game more by being able to pilot the Young Link Gundam better. He said, from there, we should actually play so I can experience what you're doing mid-set, by comparison, understand what I'm not doing. Then talk, routine, flowchart. From there, I'd love to idle out with just bromance on stream. Geek out over Sora or what your plans are. Oh my goodness. If you're going to be up, I'll raid. No problem. I love it, dude. You gotta love that right there. Truly, you gotta love that. Now my world, my life. But yeah, if you guys want to still submit questions to this AMA, I haven't really looked at any of these yet, except for the first couple ones that came in. We have 11 right now, which is a good amount. I would guess I could probably get through about 15. I'm going to try to... I say we're going to probably do the AMA till about 3:30. Just so we have time for everything. But yeah, if you guys want to submit questions while it's going, I'll probably go until about 3:30. Maybe even we'll go a little bit longer, depending on how the vibe is. But yeah. Boom, 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 boom. What's up, guys? How you doing? Yeah, Nick, my birthday is in October. If any of you guys are Neo, I know Maselli, who said he would... You want to play NSAB with me? Maselli, I'm super down, bro. If you're going to the local tonight, let's definitely get some friendlies in or something. Or we can just play online, or you can come over if you want. I want to have people over tomorrow for my birthday, but I'm not 100% sure yet. If that's gonna be possible, or you know, you guys know me, man. I'm a day by day, fly by night kind of guy. But we'll see. Tomorrow I am definitely doing a stream for my birthday though. I missed that. Or last year's birthday stream was not very good. You guys were there in full support, in waves, in drones, just droves, not drones. All these drones are on my ass. I live for this shit, baby. Balls grab. But no, yeah, I will literally do whatever it takes to make sure that we have a fun stream tomorrow, because last year I had a really shitty birthday stream. Had like one of my worst ever anxiety attacks. Got extremely wasted off of like one shot somehow. Got my ass beat by Aaron Steve. Had technical difficulties out the wazoo. It was not good. So we're going to make out for that this year. Looking forward to it. Alright, y'all. How you guys doing? Real quick before we get into content mode here. Ugh. My sub goal is Mr. 1K before birthday. Hold on. We might do some OJ tomorrow, though. I'm thinking OJ is definitely... You know, I haven't drank in a super long time. I think it's the right occasion. How about this? We'll make our sub goal tomorrow. OJ... birthday... stream... with... homies. Why not? Why not? You know what I mean? Fuck it. I am an adult of the legal age. I'm +1 now because I'm an old ass man. Feels pain, man. You might go to local today. You should, Nick. You should. I don't know how many people signed up because there wasn't a ton signed up at the last time I checked, but same time, you know how locals are. It's not really about pre-reg usually, but it is typically a decent sign of how many people will come. There's like 11 people signed up right now, so it'll probably be a smaller one. Honestly, I'm not too opposed to that, though. I'm not too opposed to that. I see Titanics is going, so that'll be fucking... Titanics and Brother. If we get a Colony, Titanics, Brother top 3, that means I'm gonna be sweaty tonight. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The Youngling Gundam. Yes, the Youngling Gundam. Trihex was cracked in my messages today. I love it. Shout out to Trihex. Bow, 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 now, now. Colony's merch arrived the other day and it was so clean I may have worn it 2+ days. 8 months already, let's go. Yo, can I get a fat fucking wall of W's in the chat for my man Spade? And owner of the Colony's merch?
Let's go.
Turn me up, man. Thank you so much, Spade. I appreciate that, bro. Anybody that copped the merch, I fuck with you guys, man. Thank you so much for all the support on that. If you guys don't know, the merch, Exclamation Point merch, it's going to be available until the end of October, and then probably never again for this merch line. Maybe bring back like one specific shirt or something if people want it really bad. But yeah, this is the last month for the merch. So if any of you wanted to pick something up, and I also put a lot of the stuff on discount. All the shirts are $20 now instead of $25. The hoodies are like $35, I think now. Dog nuts up to me. Do you remember when I called him Donut 503?
Yo,
he just
sorry
resubbed for 15 months for me. No, bro, don't be sorry, Doug. You don't gotta be sorry, man. Your guys' life does not revolve around Colony's TV, okay? We all agree on that, right? I'm I'm less important than you, either doing your grinds, getting your rest, being with the people that you know and you're friends with and all that good stuff. But hey, if you guys enjoy the stream and enjoy the content and you have some time to come chill with us, I appreciate that shit. If you got a little extra income that you're willing to help support me and the channel and our growth and everything, I appreciate that shit as well. 15 months from Doug, 8 months from Spade. Appreciate you guys so much, man. You keep on rising till the sky knows your name. Whoa, voice crack. Alright, guys. Is it time for the YouTube intro? It's my world, bro. We're nothing without you. Aw. Aw. Oh, don't get me going now. Don't get me emotional now. Tell Ori about me. Alright, guys. You ready? Let's get into some AMA action here. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Sorry about me. I'm trying to think of how I could do this. Yeah, I think this is the way to do it. I'm going to just screenshot these, but I'm going to have window capture so that it will pop up on the screen. I think I have a 5-head play here. Okay. Then we're going to do this. Whoa, professional streamer tricks right here, ladies and gentlemen. The tips and tricks. Pressing control and cropping something in OBS does allow you to do that. Isn't that some shit right there? You gotta love to see that. Alright, I think I'm gonna put these like here. Ooh, that's kind of clean. I like that. Let me go ahead and clean up the bottom a little bit. Boom. That's pretty clean right there. I like that. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. This drawer is gonna drive me fucking crazy, dude. My, like, desk is still this. I'm gonna have my desk next week. Next weekend is when I'm getting my desk. So, one more week of this, but, dude, this thing right here, I mean, you can imagine my kneecaps have been taking straight L's. My God, I might never recover. I feel like Vince Carter's knees. Why isn't downtime a thing? Because if downtime was a thing, then I would have broke the counter in this last year, baby. But hey, we are back. Put a 1 in the chat if you're happy your boy's back. Today, I just felt that kind of like grind. I felt that kind of like grind that I haven't felt in a long time. Like I really just wanted to fucking post on Instagram, post 2 videos, go live, do some high effort content. I got my lights. Hopefully you guys can notice the camera looking a little better. Let me see if this light actually would make this look a little better if I do like this. Yeah, hopefully the camera looks a little better though. That is the hope. But yeah, I went and got my lights from home and everything. Oh yeah, that does help a lot. Nice. I do have a neck beard right now. Don't judge me too much. I literally ran out of time. It's all good. I'll shave before we go to local. If not, I'll shave tomorrow. And if not, then who really gives a fuck? What's up, Firecat? How you doing, homie? Can't really stay long because you're in school? Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are in school and stuff. It is all good. That's why I figured we would start with this because it's going on YouTube anyways. This is going to be a YouTube video for probably Friday? Most likely Friday. I've never been that high before. Wait, hold on. You ready to see this shit right here? Don't look at my ass. Don't look at it. Oh. The most ghetto way to decorate, huh? The most ghetto way to decorate. I'm living the ghetto lifestyle right now, baby. He's on his way to Hollywood. Showing on his way. He's about to get paid. Yeah, that Chrono Trigger poster is sick, isn't it? I'm really excited to hang all my stuff, man. Like, I got, like, my Aang poster over there. My Young Link and Majora's Mask with the moon poster. My G-Dex trophy. I got a couple more Zelda items. I got my Sheik canvas. I got my another Majora's Mask print. I got a whole lot. I got my Logic signed Under Pressure poster. That's actually a hand signature too. I was one of the first 100 people to buy that album on Google Play in the US. Got a signed poster. PagChamp. You just got out of school like 15 minutes ago. Hey, turn me up. Put a fucking 1 in the chat if you're at school watching Colonies TV right now. Alright, real quick, we are going to go full cam for the YouTube. I don't have to worry about muting the music because it doesn't really matter. Okay. YouTube intro Andy time. You ready? Alright, let's have the grinder for my tobacco leaves. Kappa. Not in the shot right there. Okay. Hold on, I gotta fix my hair. God damn, should I get a haircut or what? I think I'm gonna get a haircut before SmashCon. I might try to get one on Thursday. Not too short, but I'm definitely gonna take a little bit off because, like, bro, it's a liability at this point. Like, look at this shit. What is going on? I don't even know anymore, man. It's just got a life. It's got a mind of its own out here. Okay. Not even to mention the back. I got my Ain shirt on today. Shout out to my Cowboy Bebop fans. Speaking of Cowboy Bebop, hold on. These are the only 4 things I need right here for entertainment, alright? We got season 1. We got season 2. We got season 3. I don't know why, man. I didn't get the sleeve for season 1. It just didn't come with it. Feels bad, but... And then my favorite movie of all time, Whiplash, Miles Teller, J.K. Simmons, classic. If you are a competitor or passionate about anything, I highly recommend you watch that movie before you decide to live the life of a crazy-ass person like me. Grow a lumberjack beard? That is not happening for at least another few years. Thoughts on Sheik? It's a really good question to ask in the ! AMA section. Alright, sorry, but... You guys ready? Alright. Yo everybody, what is going on? My name is Colonies and welcome today to a new video. And today we are going to be doing some more questions and answers. The last question is answered. The first Q&A video I did probably about 9 or 10 months ago is literally probably my best performing video every single month since then. You guys obviously really like this kind of content, and I really enjoy doing it. I'm live over on twitch.tv/coloniestv right now, so if you are watching on YouTube, make sure to come follow and join the Colony One Sippers live. I do stream about 4 or 5 times a week, and I'm back on my grind, so come support the boy. And regardless, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me in the comments what you would like to see in terms of Smash improvement content, and enjoy the video. Alright. Oh, it's a banger. I've heard that. Yeah, no. Cowboy Bebop is a must-watch, in my opinion. Here's what I say, right? Here's what I say about Cowboy Bebop. You gotta watch the first 3 episodes. First 2 episodes are kind of like... they're very pilot-y. You know what I mean? They're very, like, standalone. Every episode, it's pretty episodic in terms of, like, each episode kind of stands alone. But, episode 3... If you give up on Cowboy Bebop and you didn't make it to episode 3, you fucked up. My God. First time I ever saw episode 3, dude, I literally, like... I think I immediately rewatched it. And then I think I rewatched the first 2 because I realized I didn't pay attention. Dude, my hair is making me lose composure. See, it's like my hair is too long to wear hats. And it's too long to be I don't know. It's not that big a deal. I gotta stop being I just gotta not look at my camera. To be real. Alright. No more self-consciousness. Let me get my nicotine fixed because I am an addict because I was a dumbass 18-year-old. Don't be like me, kids. It's not cool. But... alrighty, we're gonna put on some jazz music as well. Ooh, this is my favorite jazz song of all time. We are gonna put on some jazz music for this bad boy. Alright, y'all, you ready to get into this shit? Let's get it. Tiny bit loud? Oh, it's really loud right now, isn't it? I got you. Don't worry. Let's put it, like, right there. The good thing is the music won't show up on the recording, but, regardless, we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. It is a little loud, ain't it? Turn it down for you guys. Tad here. Put it like that. Put it like here. Alrighty. Say hi, YouTube. Alright, y'all. First question of our AMA about Smash, about life, about anything that could possibly be asked to me that anybody in my chat is curious about is coming from our boy I'm_Spade, a longtime loyal viewer as well as a resub for 8 months today. Colony's merch owner as well. And he says, who is your personal favorite Young Link player and who do you think is the best Yink? Also, where do you think Yink belongs on the tier list hypothetically? I'm gonna be honest, this is a great question. A few great questions. I'm really glad somebody asked this because I have a ton of new kind of thoughts about Young Link, a ton of updated thoughts, and I really want to do a new matchup chart, a new tier list, and all that kind of stuff because I feel very confident in my opinions about the game these days. As compared to, like, probably when I did my last matchup chart and stuff, and especially in terms of experience versus every character. I definitely have played enough against every character to have a view on that now. So I'll probably do a matchup chart for a sub goal and then turn that into a new video because you guys really liked the last one. Regardless, my personal favorite Young Link player... oh boy, that's actually pretty tough, man. Honestly, I really love all of the, like, fellow top Yinks. Kobe, I guess I'll just say what I really like about each of them. Kobe, I think Kobe is very similar to my style, but with the ability to know how to reset neutral and not overextend as much as I do. And I think that's why he's had more tournament success than me. Watching Kobe versus Ned at Riptide was pretty much the only set I watched in person at the event because I was at a setup grinding the whole time or hanging with the homies. So I did get to sit down and watch that set, and I was extremely impressed with how Kobe played. So much so that I DM'd him and was like, yo, dude, I think you play exactly like me, but you do neutral better and you don't overextend, and I'm a huge fan. And he was definitely appreciative of the gas. Skittles, Tanner from Nebraska. I love Skittles. That's my boy. He's actually such a cool dude. He's got better shoe game than me. And he also has probably the most creative Young Link besides myself, in my personal opinion. You know, not to be arrogant or anything, but being creative isn't always a good thing in terms of play style and tournament, but I really like how he implements some creative Young Link stuff. I watched him versus Cosmos play 3 sets at a Kentucky tournament that me and Cosmos went to, and the way that Skittles was using Bomb off stage, the way that he was able to like pull out these mix-ups out of nowhere, very intuitive. He's getting better every day. I like Skittles a lot, and I believe in his potential a lot. Currently, in my opinion, he's probably the second best Young Link. Super Semi, my boy, holding it down for the EU Young Links. I really am a huge fan of Super Semi. He's a great guy. He's a grinder. He's consistent. He's been at it for years, and I believe in him a lot. I really want to go to the EU to like meet all those players and get to play against their scene. And I know that they would definitely be well prepared for Young Link, and that's because of him. Innovator, you know, tech finder. Shout out to Super Semi. And then finally, last but not least, and of course I'm leaving out some Young Link players, but I had to focus on a few. I guess honorable mention to Swiniko. Always been a really cool guy to me. Holds it down for Japan, even though that they think that character sucks, which, hey man, until they are done making patches for this game, go ahead Japan. Please, keep thinking Young Link sucks. And Swiniko's going to come through and just probably tear everybody up eventually. Because all of the Young Links, in my opinion, have a lot of potential. It's just we need a little bit more time than a lot of other characters to develop our kit fully, but it's happening. It's finally happening, and I think people are going to start seeing that really soon, if they haven't already. Last but not least, of course, probably my favorite Young Link, one of my best friends in Smash recently, and somebody I'm really glad to have had come along in my life and my Smash journey, is Toast. Toast plays a completely different style of Young Link than me. Extremely fundamental, extremely patient, extremely reactionary. I really have come to appreciate Toast as a player a lot. I've learned more from him than probably any other player, which is, you know, funny because he says the same thing about me. And it makes a lot of sense because we both have so much we could learn from each other and do better that the other one does. If you don't know the lore, me and Toast played probably about 10, 11 sets before COVID when he came up in Northeast Ohio before Frostbite, and I lost all of them. I went Roy every time. This is when I was maining Roy, and he, you know, isn't from the same region as Cola. So, yeah, and Hyper Kirby as well. Shout out to Hyper Kirby. Shout out to Cola, but yeah, you know, that dude knows how to fucking fight Roy. The good thing about that is that I also feel like I'm extremely good against Roy now and Swordies in general because of what I've learned from Toast. And we had a really fun Game 5 Young Link Ditto right before the day. It was like the day or two after the update came out that buffed Young Link a lot, and right before his Frostbite run. And then, you know, COVID happened, everything, obviously. We've only gotten to play one time since then, and I was able to win 3-0, my first time beating him. Honestly, I used to care a lot about beating Toast, and that was a big thing for me. After COVID and after, like, you know, a lot of my ego-killing journey and stuff like that, I didn't give a fuck, really, about, you know, the accolade or having that over with or whatever. It was mostly just, truly, I was just in the zone. You know what I mean? I was locked in. I didn't pop off. I didn't really feel anything. I was just very, very excited to test my new mentality, my new game plans, and stuff like that. Long-winded answer, I know. I might even make that one into its own video, low-key, because I definitely have a lot to say about Young Link. In terms of the tier list, I personally think Young Link is about the same level of good as like characters like Rob, characters like Mario. Who else? Maybe Luigi. Maybe a little better than Luigi. Definitely, I think Rob and Young Link are like neck and neck. And it doesn't really show in results right now because Rob's a little bit easier to play. He's just more popular in general. But I think that's an opinion that Gabe shares with me as well. And if I had to put a spot on it, I would say somewhere between like, probably somewhere between like 20 through 25. Top of high tier. Not quite top tier, but top of high tier. For now. Okay, thank you, Spade, for that great question. Yeah, the people that are gassing Rob super hard, it's really it's really interesting to me for sure, because it makes me realize that people don't actually really think the way I view characters, and this is just a little bit different than some people. I don't really view characters results based much. I tend to view characters based off of a few factors, but mostly it's like how many options do they have? Because eventually, if your character is predictable because they don't have a lot of options, unless those options are truly like godlike, unbeatable, broken, then like Cloud in Smash 4 is a good example. Cloud did not have a ton of room to grow as a character, but his dominance in terms of like just how much better his moves were than like so much of the cast in that game made him still a top tier character. However, I really just don't see that being the case with a character like Rob. I think Rob starts 90% of his combos from very telegraphed things, whether that is Nair, which is not safe on parry, you lazy fucks. I'm sure against a couple characters it probably is, but I'm pretty sure that like 90% of the characters in the game have an answer to Nair. Here's another good answer to Nair. Dash back, jump away. People say down tilt is a top 5 move in the game. I say, are we really still just calling moves that are safe on shield that start combos? You know, the best broken shit ever? I don't know. I just feel like people kind of have a mental block against Rob, and I might try to make a video about Rob eventually, but I don't really want to give away all of my secrets. Anyways, we're going to move on. We got to move on. Let's go to this one. Ooh, a non-Smash question. I like this one, though. I like this one a lot. Next question comes from Moonbeam. 5123. Moonbeam, obviously a absolute a legend in his part. Shout out to Moonbeam. Chat, show some love to your poppy, Moonbeam. All right, let me see. Let me catch up with the chat real quick before we do this, though, because I want to see what you guys are saying. Yeah, no, I love old 90s and early 2000s animation and art style is my favorite. Full Metal Alchemist 2003, Cowboy Bebop, early Naruto. That's like my shit in terms of animation style, truly. Samurai Champloo. I'm not a huge fan of this super ultra like every anime looks like it's fucking Pixar. Everything looks like hyper realistic. I don't really like it, man. I love the way the characters look. I love the way the humans look like humans and not like fucking 14-year-old, 26-year-old. I don't know. You guys know what I mean? Anyways. What's up, EF5 Tornado? How you doing, bro? Cool to see you signed up for SmashCon. Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for SmashCon. It's gonna be a blast. First time ever playing more than one game. It's gonna be really sweet. Toast is a monster? Yes, he is. Japan thinks Young Link sucks? I mean, I've seen a lot of people say he's the 3rd best Link in Japan, which is mind-boggling to me. Yeah, I'm excited to watch Toast pop off at a major again too, but I'm more excited than anything to play against Toast again, because we only got to play that one set since post-COVID, and I would love to play again. I don't think he was really feeling himself the day that we played and I won that 3-0. I would love to play Toast at his full fucking strength again, you know what I mean? Some people think Rob's the best. Oh, yeah, we already talked about that. CDK and Larry Lurr said it at least. Yeah, I'm going to be completely real with you. CDK and I love Charlie. I love Charlie. But Charlie is a capper. He's a capper. And there's no doubt about it in my mind. I love Charlie, but I've known that guy for many years, and he is definitely just be saying some shit. Regardless. What's up, Perp? How you doing, homie? All right, guys. Next question from Moonbeam. After a couple of Nintendo IPs having been revived as of late, what Nintendo series new future are you most excited for, and which series do you want to return next? Well, I guess I gotta say Metroid, right? I mean, the revival of Metroid, I have two answers, honestly. Metroid and Mario Party, because Metroid, obviously, you know, I'm not going to just, like, rattle off the same spiel that everybody does about Metroid in the last, like, 10 years, but I guess what I will say is, to me, what Metroid Dread seems to really show and represent is that Nintendo not only is making games for hardcore fans again, for people that like games that have a little bit of a challenge, that have a little bit of a, just like a darker side, a darker edge, a little bit of a grit, a little bit of independence, of freedom. But it also shows that they aren't afraid to go all in on that. I mean, they advertise Dread super hard. You know what I mean? They've been doubling down on that game a lot, and it does not look like an oversight to them at all. It doesn't look like just like a little gift to the fans. It looks like something that they think could be a big part of their future in terms of how they brand themselves to their fan base, to the public. And I think a lot of that has to do with mobile gaming. They're not really as captivated with the casual market anymore. Now that the casual market is so dominated by mobile. So I think what that means is we're going to start seeing a lot more hardcore Nintendo games again, which has already been the trend since 2017. Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, this Kirby game looks amazing. Metroid Dread. The future of Nintendo, in my opinion, in terms of just, the design choices for games, I'm really happy about, really excited about. And what series would and Mario Party, I want to say, Mario Party was absolutely fucking garbanzo beans, dog shit garbage for about, a decade? More? Probably more? Yeah, no, like more than a decade. And the fact that they are making a Mario Party game with online, with classic boards, with classic minigames, with the classic gameplay style, it's all I ever fucking wanted, man. It's all they had to do. It's all they had to do. It's going to be a hit. It's going to be an absolute hit. And I absolutely cannot wait. When does that come out? It comes out the end of October, right? Dude, I'm definitely playing the fuck out of some Mario Party, man. I'm super excited about that game. Peace out, Doug. Yeah, Metroid Revival is a huge deal, for sure. Thank you for the great question, though, Moonbeam. The next Nintendo series I would like to see revived, F-Zero, baby. F-Zero has got to come back. It's either that or it's Paper Mario. I mean, I personally am in the belief that Paper Mario is due, in terms of the trend that we have been seeing from Nintendo, Paper Mario is due for, I guess what I'll say is I wouldn't be surprised if they are in the lab right now creating the next great Paper Mario game. And whatever they came out with, I don't even remember what it was called. Not that it was a bad game from what I heard, but you guys know what I mean. Sticker Star is like one of my favorite games. Not Sticker Star. Oof. Thousand Year Door is one of my favorite games of all time. I've never played Paper Mario 64, but when it comes to the Nintendo 64 online service, I'm definitely down to play that on stream. No kappa. Always wanted to play it really, really bad. Just never, felt like there was a good chance or a good opportunity, but dude, I'm super excited about the Nintendo 64 coming to the Switch Online, and I don't give a fuck if I'm a Nintendo shill and if they hate us. Sorry, I'm a fanboy. Sticker Star, yeah, I know, I literally just sinned. I wish I could erase that last 20 seconds and redo it in the world's, the world never had to hear that come out of my mouth. Yeah, I think Toon Link is pretty bad. It's not that Toon Link is bad, I just think he's meh. He's extremely meh. I really could not understand why people play Toon Link over Young Link. Just in terms of pure fun factor, I don't get it. I really don't. Toon Link is not terrible at all, but he's a mid-tier. Young Link is top of high tier in my opinion. Could be top tier. Has a ton of options. Way more in-depth gameplay. A similar kind of philosophy. Alright, whatever. Anyways, moving on. They don't even have back throw anymore. Why are you playing Toon Link? Okay, anyways. Cannot fucking kill. You guys want to talk about a character that cannot fucking kill? Toon Link cannot kill. The meme is real for him. I feel bad. Shout out to Marvelous Marco. Shout out to, what's his name? Cantaloupe. Shout out to Cantaloupe. Shout out to Marvelous Marco. Those two guys are actually making it work with Toon Link. I have a lot of respect for them. What's up, Jess? How you doing? Colony 1 Sip Wall? I mean, you saw what the man did. Colony 1 Flex? Is it not there? Anyways. Yeah, F-Zero. I think F-Zero would be amazing. Also, Mother 3, I really, really, really would love that to have an official release in the West. if Mother 3 doesn't have an official release by the end of like 2022, I'm playing that shit on stream with the fan patch. I know it's an amazing translation and it's super well done and everything. I really would love to play Mother 3. I'm never going to play Earthbound because I have watched that game like 3 times. I've never played it, but I've watched hella Earthbound. I think it's a super dope game, and I've heard Mother 3 is amazing. Hack has told me that I have to play it. I would love to play it. Anyways, going forward, PMO999 says, how do you go about collecting data on your opponents? What sorts of habits are you looking to find? I like this question a lot because probably the most important skill that you're going to have to develop from playing in tournament that's really hard to develop from just not having the same kind of intensity and an atmosphere of playing is how do you out-adapt your opponent? And it's one thing that really does make it so top players 95% of the time do not get upset in brackets. You know what I mean? You always think about the one time they do or the couple times they do, but majority of the time, they're making it through that pool. You know what I mean? So here's a couple of tips for you. Number 1, have a matchup game plan going into the game, into the set. You don't want to have to be thinking about the matchup, and you don't want to have to be figuring out the matchup as you're going. And the more experienced, the more prepared you feel for a matchup going into a set, the easier it is to focus on the opponent rather than the opponent's character. And that's something that's definitely crucial, especially in like a best of 3 kind of atmosphere. Having that like just solid game plan, that philosophy in your head going into it is going to be a big deal. If you want to know more about game plans, check out my 5 keys for neutral video. One of the sections in there, I gave you like a perfect step-by-step guide on how to make a game plan for yourself as a player, and also talked a little bit about matchup game plans. That's something we need to make a video about too. Let me know in the comments if you want a video breaking down specifically how to like play matchups, because a lot of times it's very archetype based in my mind. The way I figure out matchups is I usually start with what kind of archetype the character is, and by archetype I mean what are the characteristics of that character's design that make them similar to other characters, so that I have like a cross-reference to a character that I do understand going forward. Sorry, I got distracted because I read there is no Colony 1 piss still. Guys, why do you want... I don't have a new emote slot for... Alright, you guys want Colony 1 piss? Okay, it's our new sub goal, alright? It's 800 subs. Let's get to work. I'm sorry, but fuck, man. We don't got a new emote slot till 800. So, hold on. Anyways, moving forward. Alright. How do you go about collecting data on your opponents? Yeah, got you. Alright. Back in the YouTuber mode. Boys! So basically, if you have a good foundation going into the game, even if you don't know the matchup well, if you can just come up with a few core principles to keep yourself locked in throughout, the number one thing I always like to do is really take notice of how they interact with certain scenarios that are consistently able to be kind of like data mines in your head, right? So I'll give you a few examples. With Roy or Young Link, I guess with any character really, but maybe not any character, but with all the characters that I play, I always look to see how people are DIing my combos at low percent, at high percent, that first stock especially. It's a really good way to find out people's habits, because people are usually the laziest or the most like intense during the first stock of a set. If you can find out what kind of player they are from that, it really is helpful going forward to be able to get those like hard reads later in the set. And some good ways to get some reads on that like DI would be like through your grab combos. Are they DIing away? Are they DIing in? For Young Link specifically, like down tilt, and for you guys it'd be like whatever your combo starter is. For me, if I down tilt and I see somebody DI straight up right out the gate, I'm just gonna take a mental note in my head that when I put somebody at the ledge, or when I down tilt them at kill percent, I could get down tilt up air a lot easier than if they were DIing away. Maybe they won't be DIing in, but they probably are not going to be anticipating my down tilt enough to be able to DI away out of my combos to make them not true later in the stock. DI is so important. I do want to make a video about DI, like a deep dive that might be my next like ultra try hard video, because DI is like literally so important that every single top player, I'm pretty sure, is always DIing every single move before it even comes out. Because I know that that's what I'm doing now these days. I know that's what Cosmos does. I know that's what Tweak does. I know that that's what even top players in my region recently, Doorstop, Non, Andrew T, people they're preemptively DIing everything. I am as well. I even preemptively SDI if I think it's going to be a multi-hit. You know, that's a huge part of the game. Other things are like tech rolls or tech chases. So like, let's say I hit somebody with Roy's down tilt or Young Link's like Nair. Take note of what tech option they choose early on. That is usually probably, especially if they don't think they're gonna die, it's a really good time to get their habit tech option. And most people always have two kinds of habits. They have their like autopilot, their lazy, their like whatever habit. So like, let's say it was tech roll in for somebody, and then they have their like super try hard mix up one, right? Let's say that would be like no tech, get up attack, or maybe tech roll away, whatever, right? Maybe DI up so it doesn't force tech, but most people 90% of the time, unless they are like a top 100 player in the world, are usually going to have one or two options that they rely on. Subconsciously, they're probably not even aware of it. That's just something, I mean, if you guys know, my Roy was like super like famous or infamous for always getting the like roll read with F smash the last stock. That is 99.9999% of the time because I saw somebody tech roll in early in the game. I did not down tilt for the rest of the game until I knew that it's time to do it. Cue the clip right here, editor knees, where you do it against Dark Shad, you do it against Basterica, you do it against, yeah. It's literally always a conditioning thing. So hopefully there's a good couple of tips. Only other real advice I would give you is in between games, you know, that's your moment to think, but try not to get too hung up during the game thinking, because that's a really good way to tilt. It's a really good way to let things snowball. It's a really good way to autopilot, to lose your zone. You really kind of want to like make sure that you leave most of your thinking and your adapting for in between games. And the more and more you can get better at noticing those things consciously in practice and in tournament, by a certain point, you can start doing it subconsciously, and then you can do both at the same time. You can keep your zone while also downloading. I feel like I've kind of gotten to that point recently, and it's pretty lit, not gonna lie. So, it's worth it. Trust me. I'm doing good, Jessica. I'm doing really good today, actually. I put out 2 videos. I'm a fucking Ang main. I'm going to a local tonight. We're doing some content right here, some live content, you know, like the good streamers do. You returned, Pog. What's up, Corey MK? Yes, your boy is back. Can I get a Pog champ? Colony 1 Pog, Paul Gers, Pagman, whatever your preference is. Yeah, no, literally. Oh, here's a. You guys want a little secret right here? So, like, when I was away, you know, when I wasn't streaming, I was probably, like, spending, like, 10 hours a day practicing. And whether that was in-game, whether that was solo practice, or whether that was, like, learning or thinking or, like, watching the game, I learned so much shit about this game. And one of the things I learned that I didn't know, some of you guys will know this, most of you guys probably won't, because I didn't know it. In Ultimate, tech roll in, and just rolling in general, actually has 2 frames less of ending lag than rolling away. So, do with that what you will. Rolling away is 8 frames of lag on the first roll. It gets worse as it goes on, as it stales, but tech roll in is 6 frames when it's fresh. Rolling in is 6 frames when it's fresh. Yes, that is universal. Ain't that some shit? I'll tell you guys some bullshit, alright? I literally read the entire, and I'm not kidding about this, the entire Smash wiki when it came to Ultimate. I read every single fucking page about every mechanic in Ultimate. I read every character page. I'm not kidding you either. I'm not. Yes, it is true. I get 0 bitches. Anyways, moving on. All right. This one is from MVP. I like this one a lot. It's not updating on my thing. Hold on. It's all good. There we go. All right, MVP says, what are your goals going forward, either as a player or as a streamer? Great question. Goals are something that's pretty interesting for me these days. The last time around that I really kind of started this journey, I was definitely still very lost in the sauce when it comes to ego, when it comes to attachment to results. These days, goals are a little trickier for me because I've learned that the most important thing to really kind of achieving your dreams, your goals, and, you know, not burning out and not losing the love that you have for your passions is by doing things for intrinsic reasons, aka like things that are personal, things that are not material, things that are not based on opinion or perception, but rather things that are based from your truest form of love for whatever it is you're doing is one way to say it. I talk about this in the Burnout and Loving Smash Ultimate video, but really, I guess what I would say is my goals for streaming, right now we'll start with streaming. My goals for streaming is to have, I'm not going past 2021 yet. The goal for this month for me is to be live for about 80 to 100 hours this month. I would love to hit 100 hours, best case scenario. If not 100 hours, then 80 would be great, at least 80, but basically what I want my goal is basically to wake up every day, and if not every day, then close to every day, with like the mentality that I had last year and the year before for some of the time, but not all the time, of basically like, you know, putting the idea of what am I going to stream today, how am I going to make my shit better than everybody else's, how am I going to have fun, and how am I going to make sure that my community is engaged and growing due to making content that I'm proud of. And that's really kind of my goal for this month, is get back on that track. I guess I'll say November's goal for me is to stream on a schedule, a light schedule, but a schedule. When I say a schedule, I probably am going to mean days. I don't think time is going to be involved in that quite yet. That's probably more of a 2022 thing, is I would like to kind of start doing time. But the reality of the situation is if I tried to put my ADHD Andy ass on a time schedule right now, I would fail, and I would stream less, and I would enjoy it less, and I would make worse content, right? So kind of the way that I've learned, something I've learned from therapy and just understanding ADHD and how my brain works, is that these kinds of things take a lot of time, and it's something to build up to, and it's something to prepare for mentally, and it's not something that I can just like rely on my spur of the moment kind of feeling for. And yeah, December, I would like to be at a point where I feel like I could stream anything I wanted to and have a very positive reception in terms of viewership, in terms of growth, in terms of whatever, subs, just enjoyment, just the vibes in general. I would just like to be at that point again where I was probably last September, August time, where I felt like every day I turned on my stream, it didn't matter what the fuck I was doing, there was going to be 80 people in the starting soon screen that are just absolutely pumped to watch. So let's do it. Player wise, okay, this one's interesting, right? So I guess I would say player goals for me right now: 1, know when to take my foot off the gas, but also don't lose my edge when it comes to how intuitive and like creative my play can be. So my biggest strength as a player is that I can basically kind of freestyle combo and always have a very strong intuition for what my opponent's going to do, what would work after a certain hit. So like combos, creating those on the fly, creating traps on the fly, reads, long sequences of reads in a row, comebacks, things like that, right? But my biggest weakness as a player is that I always overextend it because I don't know when to stop when the train gets going. And it's kind of what I was saying about Kobe earlier, is that he's someone that's really, really good at that and knowing when to take the foot off the gas. So I guess what I would say is I want to be the mouse in the house. I want to always be in people's ass. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to always be on people's asses. God damn, that's an out of context one right there. And I want to be knowing when to... I just want to intuitively, unconsciously, or subconsciously be able to always make kind of like the right decision in terms of when to back off and let somebody make a mistake, and when to let myself kind of just go ape shit. And it's something that's why I think I'm good against Rob. I feel really confident in that matchup. Same with Snake. Same with like Wolf or Roy. These are all kind of characters where I get the opportunity to really kind of do whatever the fuck I want once I win neutral. And I'm super good at being patient these days in terms of winning neutral. My neutral has improved like 5 times over. Like, so much, it's insane. I'm really proud of that because I did put in like months and months of work into that, and I'm seeing it pay off a lot, which is great. Like, I would say in tournament these days, or even in practice, I'm pretty much never autopiloting. I'm almost always intentionally doing every move that I do, which has allowed me to be able to always kind of follow up, always kind of have a plan for what to do after that. And if I can really put together the rest of it and just be able to let people make mistakes, but also put the pressure on them that I need to, I think that's going to put me on the path I need to become the best. So, great question, MVP. I appreciate it. What's up, Tetra? How you doing? What's up, Aurora Cats? Oi, mate. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. Another question from Moonbeam. What are your thoughts on the idea of X player is held back by their main? I think that in Smash Ultimate, you can genuinely main whoever you want to a very like varied extent, right? So like, you can main any character you want and have tournament success in this game, and then you can main a majority of the cast and have consistent tournament success. And if you want to be a top player, I would say probably around top 40, top 30 characters are probably the most viable, if not the only options. But truly, this game, in my opinion, its biggest strength is that it's so well balanced. People do not give it enough credit because they just love the bitch and they don't understand the game. So when we don't understand things, we hate them, and we just complain about them instead of trying to figure it out and accepting them for what they are, so then we can actually understand it. I understand because I was in the same position as a lot of people for my entire Smash career. These days, I can almost go an entire session against my roommate's Kazuha and not bitch. Almost. We're getting there. Goals. But basically what I'm trying to say is, I think you should play whoever you want, and that you can play whoever you want in this game. And I don't think it's really worth even entertaining the thought of being held back by your main until you are losing against people that are playing characters that are better in the matchup than your character, and you are good enough that you could still beat them. So, like, a really good example of this would be, like, me playing Young Link against Shulk. So let's say, you know, Shulk is, like, my hardest matchup. It's Young Link's hardest matchup. If I am good enough to beat the best Shulks, but yet I don't feel like I can consistently rely on that because of a matchup being bad enough, then that's when I think it's probably time to entertain the idea of a secondary. Other examples of switching characters would be, there's just another character that is way more fun to you than your main. A character that makes you want to get on the game and grind. A character that is really sparking your desire to play the game and learn and get better. I think you should play that character. And if you stick with it and that feeling continues to last, then great. And if it doesn't, then you dump that character and you go back to your ex. And try that out. And if you are only picking up characters because you want to beat some guy at your local, I'm not gonna tell you not to do it, but I'm gonna tell you it's a trap. It's a trap, but hey, that's just my thoughts. There's a lot of varied opinions on that. I would say, I guess, mainly worry about yourself as a player first, and then your character second. There's probably a reason you chose your main in the first place. Figure out what that is before you drop them. And it'll also help you find a new character as well if you can understand why you play the character you play right now. Anti-cheat coming to Warzone tomorrow? Oh my god, this Call of Duty... Wait, is it really coming tomorrow? It's not... Oh shit, that's dangerous right there. Chat, I may have to uninstall Warzone from my computer until SmashCon is over. I can't uninstall it though, because that... No, wait, I can. Oh my god, I just realized I have 990 download speed. Bro, I can download Warzone updates in like 5 minutes. Bless up. Anyways, what's up, Isaiah? How you doing? This is my field versus Wolf in Ultimate. Yeah, you know, it's just like one of those things where if you're playing against losing matchups all the time and it's really killing your enjoyment of the game, I mean, I just think it's a personal decision at the end of the day. Trust your intuition, man. Trust your intuition and trust your ability to look at yourself critically and really try to hone that ability and grow that ability as much as you can. It's a big deal. Much bigger deal than the character select screen. I mean, look at fucking Kirby Kid. Look at... I see Ganondorf players get top 5 in Ohio Regionals. Hey. Oh, and that's a sub from the UK. I guarantee it's not a sunny day for you, but it is for me, because you just subbed at Tier 1 to Colonies TV. Hey. Aurora Cats, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Cat. I hope you're having a good day, Cat. Thank you so much. Welcome, brand new, fresh Tier 1 subscriber. You now have access to the best emotes on Twitch, including the illustrious, elusive, glorious, wondrous, Colony 1 Sip. Spam it loud and proud wherever you go. Just know Colonies is gonna try to put on a show. I don't know. I still am rhyming. God damn, it's just like when I start, I can't stop the flow. You guys know. Yeah, Biggie Cheese. Dude, someday I gotta definitely... I'm gonna upload the Me vs. Biggie Cheese set on Colonies Daily. I feel like I have a really good idea for Colonies Daily. I want to start doing a series called Throwback Thursday. Basically what that would be is just like I watch one of my sets from, you know, whenever. Smash 4, Ultimate, just like basically an older set that's kind of been forgotten about or not like really seen that much. And I'll react to it live on stream, talk about it, break it down a little bit. And that is definitely one of the first ones that we need to do. Because that set is legendary. I literally had... about 200 people, not 200. It felt like 200. About 50 to 60 people right behind us while we were playing on stream, going absolutely fucking ape shit. Like Cavs fans in 2016 in June. Every single time I even got touched, if I got grabbed, before he did any, you know, it was literally anytime it looked like I was about to get hit by Ganondorf, everybody was losing their shit. Anytime I did anything, it was dead fucking quiet. And it was game 5. And I was able to clutch it out, thankfully. And I have never heard a crowd go so fucking dead silent so fast. And I turned around and I went, shh. Hit him with the... Anyways. This one's coming in from Neo Kiwi, aka Katie. What's up, Katie? Thank you for the question. She says, what was it you did to get out of your latest mental health / ADHD slump? Happy that you rediscovered your creativity. Alright, well, I'll say first and foremost, therapy. I finally just did it. You know what I mean? Finally just made the call. Took me probably about 2 weeks to really do that. No joke, man. It was not easy because it was easy to call the first time, right? And then they say, okay, we'll set you up with a therapist. They're going to call you to schedule your first appointment, right? I think I probably saw that first call come in like 3 times and immediately just silenced my phone, looked away, went and distracted myself. You know, it wasn't easy. It's something I've always had problems with is avoidance. But I will never forget this one day. I was sitting there, I was playing Smash, right? I got a call from my therapist, and I was like, all right, well, you know, I'll call back after this game, Kappa, right? And then I literally immediately hit like the nastiest clip to win the game. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. I answered the phone. I was like, hey, yo, what's up? My name's Colin. He was a super cool guy, you know, scheduled my appointment. I'm not currently in therapy as I just moved. I probably won't be going to therapy for a little while until I feel like I need it again. My therapist agreed that he thought that I was in a place right now where I'm doing really good, and able to kind of like not have to do that for a while. I would like to probably like, you know, follow up next year, especially if I'm going to be grinding my ass off like this. But truly right now, I really do want to put 100% of my time and energy into content, into playing, you know, just into following the dream. And I think I've done the work that I needed to do to be able to do that, to earn that right. I'm telling you guys, man, somebody that does not judge you, does not exist in your personal life, has no preconceived notions about you, has no like emotional attachment or any kind of burden being put onto them by you, you know, telling them everything about yourself, your darkest fucking deepest secrets, your most surface level like self-consciousness, whatever. Really doesn't matter what it is. And I know some people have a bad experience with therapy the first time, maybe even a couple times, and that really sucks, but you gotta believe me on this one. A good therapist is a game changer. Changed my life. I was diagnosed with ADHD. I had never been diagnosed my whole life, and it's pretty funny looking back on it how obvious that should have been to people in my life that now tell me that they, you know, or when I found out, they were like, oh, of course you have ADHD. We've always known that. Or they're just like, oh, we just didn't think you did because you were smart. You know, all the kind of stigma and stuff around it as well. Like, oh, everybody has ADHD. I have ADHD. Blah, 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 blah. What? You can't focus? Nobody can focus. You need to eat better. You need to work out more. It's not like those things can't help, but literally I learned that I have a chemical imbalance in my prefrontal cortex that makes me not produce dopamine at a correct and proper rate. So, I mean, like, you know, if you think that everybody has ADHD, you could suck my dick. I'm sorry, but you don't. You don't know what it's like if you don't have it. It's not easy. In fact, it's very confusing because it doesn't inhibit your ability to be good at things, nor does it make you not able to focus necessarily. It's more so the idea of the driving function, the executive function system in your brain, which is what makes the easy things easy over time, is very, very, very suppressed because it doesn't give you enough of a novel spark in your brain to give you the interest and the passion and the desire to do things, right? So little things like brushing my teeth. I mean, until last year, I always did not take good care of my teeth, and I'm very proud to say that I have done a really good job of that in the last year, and I'm proud of that, and my teeth look a lot better, and I'm happy. I haven't had really many tooth issues or anything like that recently, which is nice. Things like cleaning my room. Obviously, my room's pretty dirty right now. I don't even have a trash can yet. I just moved in, but things like just texting people back. I'm still not, you know, there's still a lot of stuff I need to work on. Still a lot of growth to be had, but it's a lot easier to understand yourself and forgive yourself when you realize that there is so much about yourself that you just did not know and you couldn't even possibly know before. I guess that's really kind of there's a lot more stuff I can go into as well. I mean, you know, I have a extensive self-help book collection. I have spent, I mean, hours and hours and hours and hours and hundreds and maybe even thousands of hours of putting in the work of learning about mental health, learning about psychology and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to say that you have to do that as well. All I'm going to say is it's very ADHD of me, but, you know, I had to get into it. That's how I lost weight, too. You know, some of you guys might not even know, but I was probably about 80 pounds overweight when I was 17. 17. When I was 17 years old, I was 205 pounds and 5'9". Was like zero muscle. You know what I mean? It was not good. I was at pre-hypertension. I was at risk for diabetes. My doctors were worried about me. My parents were worried about me, you know? I was so fucking self-conscious. Never left the house without wearing a hoodie. Never left, you know, the whole nine. Sure, some of you guys out there can understand and relate to that. And I had to really get into the science, into the lifestyle, into the grind mentality of losing weight and living healthier. I don't live very healthy right now. I'll tell you that. Because it was almost like I had to fake it till I made it. But I will say this. I'm 135 pounds. I've been at that weight for a while now. That's, what, down about 70 pounds from my heaviest. My doctor, you know, my pediatrician, the one that I've had my whole life, he cried the first time I came in, like a year later. It was, it's something I'm proud of. All right. I'll catch up with the chat a little bit here because I see a bunch of stuff. Damn, I'm about to tear up. I haven't talked about that in a while. And this song is hitting. Yeah. It's a lot to think about. It's just like, you know, sometimes I forget that I put in, like, I probably spent the last, like, 5 years of my life just really, truly every single day on this grind. Mentally, physically, emotionally, in-game, out-of-game, relationships, family, being a better son, being a better friend, being a better person, streamer, player. I'm all fucking in. It's why I can not go to college, and it's why I can be broke again and not worry or not second guess myself, because no matter how bad the last year was, I never at one point said, fuck, I gotta go get a job. I gotta go to college. I gotta quit. This isn't for me. I don't know if this is for me anymore. Never. Never once. I know exactly, you know, what I want to do with my life, and I'm gonna make it fucking happen. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Tetra. I appreciate you with the kind words. No, you're right, man. People make light out of stuff, and it's entirely bullshit. I'm gonna say this right now, guys. One of the biggest keys that I have really, truly integrated into my, like, mentality and life, and I can say that this has been probably the biggest game changer for me. I do not give a fuck what people think about me anymore. Obviously, I care what my family or my closest friends think, because I don't think it's in my best interest to just be completely unchecked, right? I do need people to be real with me, and I've set myself up with people and friends that are, I mean, I have friends that are so fucking real that they would kick me out of our own house so that I could have this realization and be able to grow. I mean, that's, shout out to Sylvanas, by the way, shout out to Hack, shout out to Cosmos. Fucking love those guys forever. I really truly do, like, appreciate them a lot. Probably more than they'll ever know. But yeah, you know, I really don't care anymore about judgments that are just anxiety. You know, judgments that maybe don't exist, maybe they do, but I don't think about the person that's looking at me and when I'm in the gas station anymore. I don't think about the person who does not understand Smash Bros. Very well, but still has some shit to say about my playstyle. I don't really care about people who tell me that, you know, I don't have a job. I don't have a job. I don't go to college. I have no future. I'm too risky. I'm too reckless. I need to have a good sleep schedule. I need to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, dude, you don't know my fucking life. You don't know what it's like inside my brain. You don't know what it's like to live the life that I do. And you don't understand how much effort I put into making a life that works for me and how dedicated I am to that. So I don't even take offense anymore. I just really believe that it's impossible for them to understand. So why would I hold it against them? That goes for being a player too, man. When people have judgments about your play, it's like, if you want to be a player in anything, a competitor in anything, it's like you have to appreciate the fact that people care enough to say some bullshit about you, because if they didn't, then none of it would even matter or exist. But you have to make a very important distinction between the thoughts and opinions and criticisms that you let affect you, and the ones that you let fucking right off your back, you know what I mean? Right. Just let that shit go. It's okay. Does not really change a thing. Yeah, Estrella, like people that have known me since I was a teenager, which is a majority of my local Smash scene, know how dedicated I was to dieting. I mean, I even quit Smash for a few months to really like try to figure out shit. Back in 2018, my senior year of high school. I was on keto before keto was even really a thing in mainstream culture. Like there was no keto products in Walmart. There was no fucking books about it. There was nah. That shit came from Reddit. Joe Rogan. I admit it. What's up, Brandon? I appreciate that, man. I hope you've been well as well. Tetra, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you care what I think? I think you're doing great and doing really good, and I expect you, not hope, I expect you to come to BC, Canada, because I want to hang out. BC, Canada. What part of Canada is that? British Columbia. Where is British Columbia? Because I'm really close to, like, Toronto. I don't know if that... Oh, I put in British Columbus. I guess it was Columbus Day yesterday. Whatever the fuck Columbus Day even I have no opinion on Christopher Columbus because I don't give a fuck, so I never really cared to learn about Christopher Columbus. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a history nerd, but that's like my least favorite part. Okay, that is like the exact part of Canada that is the furthest from me possible. But I do have my passport, and I do hope I can get to the point where I can go to any tournament I want one day in the near future. That's a goal for me in Smash in 2022, is to be able to go to all the places that I've always wanted to compete. I've always wanted to compete in Europe. I've always wanted to compete in Mexico. I've always wanted to compete in Canada. I've always wanted to compete in the Pacific Northwest. Always wanted to compete in Texas. Always wanted to compete in Japan. Always wanted to compete more in Florida. Like, these are all places that I've really always kind of had, like, a really big desire to play in and be like a guest in, and I've never really gotten to go to any of those places except for Florida, but still, I got a lot of homies down there. But Tetra, I will say thank you for the 100 bits. Do I care what you think? I appreciate the kind words and I appreciate the thought, but I will tell you this, and I'll be completely real with you. What you think about me isn't going to shape my view of myself, but it will. It does make me feel supported, and I do appreciate that. But I guess there's a bit of a distinction. I don't say that distinction out loud much because it's pretty unnecessary and just kind of socially, like, not really worth distinguishing mostly. When people tell me good job or that they think I'm playing well or whatever, it's like, I appreciate it, but it doesn't affect really my views of myself. I do appreciate it, though. Thank you for all the love, all the support. I really appreciate it. I would be up there for main stage already if I had got to go. I'm so mad that main stage is in Ontario, California. I got trolled so hard. If main stage was in Ontario, Canada, I could literally drive there and it would be like the same travel time. It would be closer to me than SmashCon is, and I'm driving there this weekend. But it's in Ontario, fucking California. And I'm probably not going to go to California this year. I want to go to Genesis, but I don't think it's probably in the cards for me, to be real. Peace out, Nick. I appreciate you hanging out, bro. Thank you for the resub as well, man, for all the months. All the years of support, man. If you want to know the current song that's playing, or any song that has played recently, if you do exclamation point song, I think it'll give you a link to my Last FM playlist, or my Last FM account. If you go to my Last FM, it will give you like a real-time like feed of all the songs that are playing. Last FM is like super underrated. No cap. Alright, next question comes in from Maselli. He says, do you still believe Inkling is a top 5 character? I personally believe the character is very good, but not nearly as consistent as many proven top tiers. So I would say, you know, due to, yep, there it is. Due to DLC and a lack of the meta for Inkling being pushed as hard as other top tiers, I wouldn't say Inkling is top 5 anymore. But I do think Inkling is still most likely top 10, if not top 15, but if not, top tier. You know what I mean? I do think Inkling is top tier. What does that mean to me? That means a character who has all the things that are really valuable in Ultimate. Being hard to hit and being able to move, you know, with a lot of different movement options. Being able to win neutral in a multitude of different ways through safe aerials that lead into more damage, through grab combos, through ledge trapping, a very good ledge trapping game, through, you know, like just a very good extension game where you can kind of create shit on the fly if you have that kind of intuition with Inkling. And I think Inkling's biggest strength is off stage, and I think that's where most of the Inkling players are really not capitalizing on the potential of the character. I'll tell you guys this. If I can gas myself up for something, I would really say that I probably am one of the better players in the game at recovering in very creative ways on the fly constantly and always making it. I never give anybody an easy edge guard ever. It's like something I hold very important. It's something that's very important to me. I never give edge guards away for free. And that came from playing against this guy named Cosmos Jones. Cosmic Cosmology. Cosmos. This guy was on my fucking neck. 365, 24/7, every single game we ever have played against each other, he has been off stage on my fucking neck. And I'm telling you guys right now, the number one thing that I do agree with Leffen on is that Ultimate players are not edge guarding enough. I actually think, I mean, it's a little bit of a meme because the way he says it is so general. He doesn't offer advice. He just, you know, makes fun of people for it, right? Here's some advice. In this game, if you have a character with an aerial that points at a fucking 45-degree angle, that is disjointed, that is strong, but also a combo tool that can be used multiple times off stage, and then you pair that with a recovery that can basically recover from anywhere, with a move that gives you a third jump, with a bomb, a projectile, with a forward air that kills early enough, with a spike, you should be getting your ass off stage almost every time. And the truth of the matter is that the real thing that you got to kind of think about when it comes off stage is you have to be able to, in real time, adjust what you're going to do based off of the resources that your opponents have, but you have to make them burn their resources. The most important one is the jump. If you get a character like Young Link, or probably about 60 to 70% of the cast off stage with no jump, you can almost always kill them, like 80% of the time. But you have to take the jump. Good ways to take people's jumps are by feinting pressure. Good way to feint pressure is to kind of... I saw a Mewtwo King video about this like years and years ago. It's really when I was first starting to play Smash and I was just doing a ton of research all the time. Basically, you got to think about it like this. I think it was him explaining why Zero is so good. Was so good in Smash 4 at the time and how he edgeguarded was... Think about this shit, right? Let's say your opponent's like right here. They're off stage, okay? You're here and you're on the ledge. Let's say they jump right here and you are going... Or not even jump. Let's say your opponent's like here, okay? So like you're going off stage and you're just kind of covering the space in which they could jump, right? The space in which their up B will have to go through. The space in which they could jump. The space in which, you know, is between you and the ledge. If you can apply pressure at that angle while not risking your ability to recover, but making sure that they don't just come back for free, not only are you going to be able to, like, react to what they do next or be able to make some big plays and force people's jumps, get more gimps. But you're going to force people to make mistakes. You're going to make them feel pressured in an area where they're most likely not used to being pressured enough. And I really think that is what's holding them back. Not just Inkling, but a lot of top tier characters that are not seeing much success outside of maybe 1 or 2 players. Pikachu is a good example. People are not exploiting Pikachu's offstage game nearly as much as they need to. And if you want the proof, go look at the guy that just fucking beat MKLeo and won a major. Look at how he gets his kills. What do you think he's getting his kills from? F smash on stage all the time? You know, this guy's getting his kills from off stage. What are all of ECM's combos? Where do they always end up? Where do they always send to? Why is he always trying to up air loop people or like drag people to the off stage? Because you can literally turn into a fucking pancake with back air and have the same consistent ass good ass knockback that combos into itself or whatever, right? Puts people in a terrible position. You have forward air, which if you just hold up on your control stick while you hit somebody with forward air, they will never fall out of it. You have down air, which is literally probably the most bullshit spike in the entire game. That shit, trust me on this one. Pikachu's down air it's the cutscene glitch. It literally does not matter if you're at like 30, 40%. If you're not on like Kalos or maybe like Battlefield, if you're on Smashville, if you're on fucking any stage with like a somewhat shallow blast zone, dude, Pikachu's dare triggers the kill animation screen, and then the way the spikes work in this game, which is probably my least favorite design choice in Ultimate, is they go by the camera and not by the blast zone. So stupid. So if you're on Yoshi's, if you're on Smashville, if you're on like FD, if you're on fucking even PS2, I mean, you're gonna get a dare with Pikachu with zero risk, nearly zero risk, that will fucking sweet spot and kill your opponent at like 35%, or it'll sour spot and send them to the blast zone, and I'm sure they probably use their jump. If they didn't, they're gonna have to now. You're getting the idea, I think. So yeah, think about it like that. You know, the way I like to view characters is their potential on paper through the amount of options that they have. Always be thinking of what your character could do better. Always kind of embrace those little ideas in the back of your mind that you know you're not working on that you should be. And your character might have a lot more potential than you think. All right. It is 4:10. I'm probably going to go till about 4:30. And then we're going to take a small detour. I don't know. We'll kind of go with the flow, but let me just take a second here because I'm getting lost in the sauce. These are great questions, guys. Can we get a round of applause in the chat for everybody that's been asking questions so far? Because this is going to be a banger video. These questions are fire. I love it, guys. Thank you so much. Rage ain't knockback? What do you mean by that? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. In practicality, it's the same thing. It's not damage. Like, you don't do more damage when you get rage. You do more knockback. But Cosmos is literally always labbing / playing seriously, as it seems. And yep, 1000% agree about alt players on edgeguarding. Here, if you're an Inkling main, if you're a Pikachu main, if you're a Joker main, if you are any really of like the top 10 to 30 to 100 to every character in the game that is, you know, has the strength of being able to go off stage and kill people, which is nearly every character, but some characters way more than others. Here's a really good piece of advice, all right? Try practicing in friendlies, in tournament, in seriouslys, in money matches, whatever, right? Try focusing on always making your number one priority, putting your opponent off stage and at the ledge. If you can develop a flowchart with those kind of characters where you're always putting people at the ledge, always putting them off stage, you're going to create those opportunities a lot, and you're going to have a clear enough mind to be able to like remember, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. There's a reason why I'm hitting people off the stage. There's a reason why I'm dragging them off stage. There's a reason why I'm throwing them off the stage. It's a really nice little like way to like hack your mentality and break some of those bad habits. Is just like a very, if you guys want to know the truth about how Cosmos thinks when he plays, Cosmos is like, his whole mentality is creating the best flowchart possible, the most optimal flowchart possible, and following it and optimizing it purely, like rigidly, strictly, religiously. It's not me. That's why I could never quite play like that, but it is an important skill to develop no matter who you are. You gotta kind of always want to be doing things with an intention, and if your character is an amazing edgeguarder, make your intention to put people off stage. I think it's very specific what she can cover. Oh, okay, you're talking about, you think ZSS can edgeguard that well? Not necessarily, but yeah, not necessarily. ZSS is kind of like she's kind of similar to Sheik, kind of similar to like how Young Link almost edgeguards. It's like you have the ability to get out there, but you don't necessarily always want to value that more than being able to kill at the ledge from like a kill confirm, right? So Inkling doesn't really have a kill confirm at the ledge. She can kill you off ledge traps, you know. She could grab you and up throw up air you. But Inkling's kills, Pikachu's kills, like most of these characters are going to be killing you by edgeguarding you a majority of the time, especially at top level. Especially if you play against characters that have somewhat of an exploitable recovery. So it's like, ZSS players are pretty damn good at edgeguarding, in my opinion. Like, using back air, it's more so like you want to put on pressure off stage. Not necessarily always focus on getting edgeguards with those kind of characters. It's more so like, take a risk every once in a while and show your opponent that you are willing to go for edgeguards, and you can land them. But more so you just want to make it so that when they're at the ledge or when they're going to the ledge, they're in their own head thinking about what they have to do next because they didn't have enough time to think about it or they didn't feel comfortable going to the ledge. Then you get your ZSS down tilt or down smash. Then you get your like Sheik Nair. Then you get like Nair to Bouncing Fish. Then you get your Young Link down tilt up B, down tilt fair, arrow Nair, whatever, right? It's kind of like trap characters, you want to just always be putting on pressure no matter what. Whereas characters like Inkling, you're always trying to set up the situation in which you're broken. You're literally broken. It relies on you being good enough to do it, but you got to do it. Let me show you guys an example real quick, because I would like to. It's one that it's been in my head the entire time I was talking about this. And if you guys don't take this from me, go ask Cosmos. He might not reply to you, but I lived with the guy for about 3 years. I lived with Tweak for like 2 years. I lived with Hack, who coached Cosmos for like 2 years. You know, like, I'm not just saying this shit for no reason. Alright? Also, go watch the Loft podcast episode when Cosmos talked about Inkling and dropping Inkling for Pikachu. It was literally like the idea was like Inkling is broken. So broken that the fact that Pikachu exists and it's just a better Inkling, he could not play her. Like, at the time, we both still thought that Inkling was a top 5 character. It had nothing to do with how good Inkling was. It had everything to do with how good Pikachu is. So, alright. Wait, this is not the set. Oops. It's this one.
Here, light has been
Just so you guys know, this is literally the time period in our, like, in my life, in me and Cosmos's life, where we were, like, solidifying this idea, like, super hard of, like, yo, this is what you need to do, this is what's broken, this is the flow chart. This is when I was getting edge guarded for, like, 8 hours a day, every day. Alright, let's watch this comeback right here. So as you can see, Cosmos is at 109%. This is game 3. He's been playing like dog shit this entire set. Literally, he's been playing like ass. And somehow he's gotten it down to this point, right? And when Cosmos plays like dog shit, or when most players, top players play like dog shit, and they are still able to get to the last stock, last game, have a chance, usually that's when that clutch factor kicks in. So if you know like how I think about the game a lot, you'll know that Light is at his most vulnerable moment because he has everything to lose and Cosmos has a chance, you know, so he's most likely to be predictable.
109%.
And Cosmos is most likely to feel confident in his game plan in this moment because he has nothing to lose anymore. He already thought that he was fucked earlier. He's got a chance now. So he's going to revert to what he knows.
The water comes out like
Let's see how that
It's
goes.
go time. Huge situation for Cosmos. He just needs to win neutral once and toss light up stage, and he has an opportunity to take.
Damn, I mean, I give Austin a lot of shit, but, like, there you go, right? Like, literally.
Huge situation for Cosmos. He just needs to win neutral once and toss light up stage, and he has an opportunity to take the game.
That's a rare Austin W right there.
Texan Blaze gets the rapid jab.
Also, you can do 31% with your jab and put ink on them that will make all of your moves do significantly more damage.
Man, his back was
Yeah, nah, this character
moves a lot
sucks,
less.
man.
That is a drenched box right now. This is actually scary for Light. He just took a ton of damage from that.
That jab is framed too, by the way.
46 to 61, that is indeed. Okay, 79.
So right here, right? Right here, right? What would 90% of Inkling players do right here? 90% of Inkling players up throw. They would go for up throw nair. They would go for up throw up air. They would fucking lose the game and choke. What does Cosmos do? Look at his fucking face. Look at the determination on this man's face. He has a flowchart in mind. He's living for it right here, relentlessly. His mind is clear. He's throwing you off stage. Light, he panics. He's choking. Because Cosmos is gonna fucking put him where he's most vulnerable. Back off stage. Oh, you jumped early? Wow, let me go ahead and react to that and hit you with my gigantic back air that sends you at an amazing angle for me.
Racking it back air, there's 96.
Oh, here you go. You jump early again? Oh, shit. Guess I got another one for you. Forward air.
There's a fourth.
Doesn't matter if I accidentally turn around. Both my moves do the same fucking shit, right? Put you off stage.
No.
Oh, you're gonna up B high, huh? All right, forward air home again. Back off stage. Projectile. Force out the shine. Now Light doesn't have a shine. He doesn't have a jump. He might have a jump. Yeah, he does have a jump. He uses it right here.
Okay, he's not precise.
Oh, no.
The gap like that. Oh, but he goes deep. Panda Global's very own Cosmos with the pop-off. A well-deserved two. Let him. Oh, don't knock the Red
I
Bull
mean,
over, though.
What more do you
Knock the
guys...
Red Bull over.
You guys believe me?
Did that really...
Light's hugging him right there like, yo, I just choked, but you just fucking played that perfectly. That was the perfect example. I'm glad I thought of that, because I think that should illustrate it. I'll answer this one really quickly, because I kind of already touched on Young Link a lot. But I would just say that I think Young Link, is he solo viable? I mean, yes and no. I think he's solo viable to the point of you can get good enough with Young Link to be able to play like any character you want, pretty much. He's solo viable enough to get to the top level. And at that point, it's kind of a personal thing. Do you have matchups that you struggle in enough at the top level that you feel like you would rather play another character? Go ahead. But I think Young Link can definitely win. I think Young Link can win a major, for sure. It's hard. It's hard because of the fact that like the top 10 characters are all edge guarders, or all characters that are good at edge guarding. So you're gonna be getting pressed off stage a lot. But the truth of the matter is, the way I view it is like, you never really have to lose neutral as Young Link, and if you do lose neutral, you have enough mix-ups that you should be able to like survive that situation enough. Now, there are times where you just get red every time. There's times where you make mistakes or whatever, right? But that's just my personal belief in the character. But I would imagine most top Young Link players would agree with that. 31%. I play a low tier. Dude, brother, shut the fuck up. You play Ryu. You know what? I'm going to take a like quick break, so this is a perfect time for this. Perfect time for this. I love how Sylvanas N-word is the third search. It could not be a more Calvin thing. I mean, what better could it possibly be? If black people hosted Squid Games. Like, come on, man. You gotta love Calvin, man. You gotta love... Or Sylvanas, I'm sorry. He doesn't like it when I call him Calvin. I can't help it.
Why the fuck Link have 3 attacks?
Alright, guys, I'm gonna be right back.
Why the fuck can Diddy Kong fucking come?
Actually, hold on. Let me go ahead and... I'm just gonna take like a 3 or 4 minute break, because I just talked for like an hour and a half straight, and I want to take a second. Take a couple minutes and not talk. You guys feel me? It'd be like that. Where's my playlist? Yo, what the fuck? React on stream? No. BRB. There it is. Sorry. Yo, why the fuck Link get to just do all that on my shield? This is our friend, Flopazor. He's in my stream sometimes. But basically, back in the day, he played Ryu, and he would literally complain about everybody else's character every single game. And like I've told you guys before, 95% of Sylvanas' skits are based in reality. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let's find what's like the perfect video to cue this one up here with. Honestly, low key, I think it should be probably in here.